Lesson number 6. Eagles train their young. Let's see what they do. Now, eagles prepare this nice, cozy, warm nest for their young, made of feathers and green leaves, just for comfort. Now, as the young start, growing a little bit, the eagles start removing all the supportive, comfortable materials in the nest. So there goes the feathers, there goes the leaves, and they only leave the sharp twigs in there. So what happens is their young start feeling uncomfortable. It becomes actually unbearable to stay in that nest. So what do? They start attempting to fly at a very early age. So what is the eagle doing here? They are creating a sense of urgency in business language. They are stretching their young and building their muscles so they can get outside their comfort zone and start growing and learning. And that doesn't happen when you're sitting there comfortably. So they learn that, they know that. And it's absolutely fascinating that they do that with their young. Now, mind you, when the young are released to start learning how to fly, the female eagle, the mother, is right there to support in case something happens, in case they need support. So yes, coach and support, but allow room for stretching and growing. Lesson number 7. When eagles grow old, they hurt themselves for new feathers. That's one of the most intriguing and inspiring of all 7 lessons to me. So let me share with you what happens. So an eagle's lifespan is around 70 years. So by the age of 30, eagles have to make a choice. They get old by that time. Their beak is not as sharp as before, so they cannot really pick their prey and pounce on it and devour it. And their feathers are not as shiny and sharp and magnificent as before, so they can't really lift them up to high altitudes. And even their claws, their claws that help them to attach themselves to the rocky mountains that they fly up to, are not as sharp or strong as before. So all these limiting factors and these aging factors actually that are going on here kind of, weakens the eagle. So here's the choice they have. Either they wither and die, or they go through a very painful process of reinventing and metamorphosis. So let's see what happens here. Strong eagles fly up to a high altitude, as high as they could with all the limiting factors, and they retire there for around 5 full months. And during that period, they literally shed all their feathers. They kind of tear the feathers, it actually draws blood out of their bodies. And then they start banging their beak against the Rocky Mountain, and their claws, they actually break them and kind of, snatch them out of their skins. And that's super painful. And they go through this and then simply sit there awaiting metamorphosis until they grow new feathers, new claws, and new beak. And once they've got that, they become even stronger and more magnificent. And they are granted 40 more years of living. Absolutely aspiring and inspiring, and it's a magnificent story, seriously. So again, if you think about that and look at that as a metaphor, what does that tell you about being a self-leader and being a people leader? What could we learn from an eagle here? Absolutely, spot on. We need to reinvent ourselves, reinventing ourselves and keeping abreast of everything that is new. And even, going through painful struggles in life. It's actually, pain makes us stronger, challenges reinvent us. And that's so inspiring. So no pain, no gain. I hope you really enjoyed that. I feel it's really such an inspiring story. Let me tell this story in Arabic as well.